You know, like, as I'm coming to the end of the semester, I'm realizing, like, it doesn't really matter, any of it. It's all a learning experience, but how I learn and how much time it takes for me to learn is not something that should be, it shouldn't be recorded. Just how much it costs to go to college is ridiculous. And the automatic debt that I'm in after I leave college is a setup. Like, I'm set up to always be a part of somebody's system or somebody's slavery.
Even if you get a good paying job, like you said, it pays well, blah, 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 but you're not in control of anything. There was this woman talking about, okay, I work at this job in New York and it's the best job. I'm in a selective industry, but now I got to go to Trump Towers every week.
Right. Or how about I had a conversation in my Uber just 2 nights ago about living in DC, and she was like, yeah, it's great. The opportunity here is great. This, that, and the third. And I was like, well, I would have to argue that it's only great if you're wealthy. Or how about the fact that people are around this university robbing people who go to the school because it's so... It is really fucked up when you actually think about it. I don't know how you can be mentally healthy in something that takes all of your mental capacity, and just thinking about having to have a grade point average on point, because if your grade point average isn't on point, then you're defined by that.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I want to make it look like I'm just doing extremely well in school, even though it's hard for me, and I have to dedicate all of my mental health, my physical health to this school.
Mm-hmm. For me, it kind of too along those lines is that it's hard to get understanding from people, or people, especially teachers, may understand where you're coming from, but will basically be like, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Right, or yeah, you don't show up to class, so right. Like, I don't even know if you're serious about this, or, you know, your assignments are good, but they're not as well as I've seen from other students. So it's always a comparison, it's always a competition, and that sucks the life out of people, and it sucks the life out of me personally, because I'm tired of having to devote myself to somebody else's expectations.
Exactly.
I'm tired of having to, you know, look a certain way, act a certain way, be this type of student, and also be this type of person. Parents, be this type of human, be this type of person that I raised you to be. And I'm learning. I'm going through this process, learning that all of these things that I'm required to do are not making me happy.
You can live in hell in your mind, but be making whatever looks good on paper. That's why people at the top, when that shit all goes to worse, they will kill themselves. There's no way out. I need to gain something while I'm here.
It's all on your own.
Yes.
It's like, it's everybody for themselves, and it's like, how can...
And it's a, oh well, shrug your shoulders type thing.
Like, the internship, people were a part of every fucking thing in high school. Mm-hmm. Every fucking thing on campus. If I'm disconnected with just the system of learning or whatever, how can I put myself involved in certain things on campus? Like,
I
want to just be here, graduate, and leave. But you're telling me I have to do all of this extra stuff.
Right. Like, I don't want to have to jump through this hoop to do this one. I don't want to get hazed. I don't want to do all this shit. I just want to participate and have somebody be there for me.
We got to do it quick. We got to do it when they say we got to do it. We got to perform it how they expect us to perform it. Mm-hmm. And it's just like an ongoing battle with the world and yourself. It's hard to try to cope with all of that being one person and worrying about so many things that people tell you to worry about. And it's
that bullshit.
I am fighting with my mind, and you want me to show up, and if I don't show up at your class, you're gonna punish me for it.
I don't know what to tell. Don't tell me shit.
I feel like I can't keep trying. Like,
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
And I'm just so flat. I told my mom that the other day. I'm like, Mommy, I'm like, done. I can't tell you anything but the fact that I don't want to do this. And she's like, just push through. And I'm like, I don't know how else to put it in words.
You have to graduate. You have to get a job. And you have to get a job that makes a certain amount of money. And then also think about, what if you get a good job that makes a lot of money, you get a house, you get a car, and they fire you?
It's never assured, and that's the whole thing with this process, is that even going to college is a risk in its own. You're taking out loans. This is nothing is ever guaranteed, and you go through school for so many years. Some people get masters, postdocs, all these years, only to find out that you're never safe.
Yeah.
And you're basically chasing something that's unattainable, which is security and being able to support yourself. Right. Like, there's people who have master's degrees and will find themselves homeless, like you said that you saw. And it kind of shows you that when you're chasing the wrong things, or the things that people will tell you is right, you will really be disregarding the life skills that you need to actually survive in situations where you don't have anything, like no money. People tell you that money is the thing that's going to make you most secure. It's really not when you look at it. It's about how you feel on the inside and how you know how to deal with situations where maybe you don't have it all, but you have it all inside your heart.
You have to be here physically too. You can't you can escape your reality by thinking or changing your mindset, but how do you physically live in this world? I think right now this is gonna be part-time. This is gonna come second, and my dream is gonna come first. What I'm good at will come first.
Yes, I love the way that sounds.
Because
the dream
has
to come first.